Jimmy Butler wants everyone to know that he's working harder than the rest of us, but he's kind of getting trolled for it. It's all for good reason, though. His new coach on the Heat is banking on Butler to lead the team to victory. Hey guys, it's Devin Howard. If you're not following me on Instagram, do it now, @DevinHoward. As always, subscribe to the Fumble, tap the bell for notifications, and give this video a like. The Miami Heat's first training camp practice went down on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. It was a reasonable time to start working out. The players could sleep in a bit, have a healthy breakfast, drink some coffee or pre-workout, and then get to work. But Jimmy Butler wasn't about to just take advantage of the late start time. Nope, dude showed up to practice early, a whole 6.5 hours early. According to the Miami Herald, Jimmy said, quote, "Just a little extra work while y'all in your third dream. I like to get it in. I clocked in at 3:30. You're asleep, right?" He's certainly making sure he puts everything he's got into that 4-year, $141 million contract. I admire the guy for showing up to practice 6.5 hours early. He's obviously very dedicated, but wouldn't we still be impressed with his work ethic if he showed up at a more reasonable hour? 5 a.m. even, 6. After all, getting rest is just as essential to making a great player. But here's the thing, there are a lot of fans who aren't so impressed with Jimmy's early bird gets the worm mentality, and they took to Twitter to let him know. One guy said, quote, "If he goes to sleep at 4 p.m., that's fine, but dude, that's not actually impressive. You need plenty of rest." Another chimed in saying, quote, "This is what he does, gets his little amazing work ethic story, then he starts ruining the locker room, then he leaves." Okay, harsh. Another joked that he shows up that early just for the bragging rights and then leaves 7 minutes later. Another thinks he's just showing up early to troll his teammates. They wrote, quote, "Jimmy is that guy who logs into his work computer at 7 p.m. just to wiggle his mouse so his coworkers see he was last online 10 hours ago." Jokes aside, Butler's commitment to the game is all for a good reason. The Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra is putting pressure on the player to be the team's top performer. When asked whether or not Jimmy can be a leader, Erik said, quote, "He better." The 8-year pro has averaged 16.7 points, 4.9 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.6 steals per game. He should be ready to give the Heat what they need. And maybe that means showing up to practice at ungodly hours. I don't blame Jimmy for going the extra mile, or miles, I should say. What do you think about his early start time? Is it admirable or ridiculous? Do you think he can be a strong leader for the Heat? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell for notifications. I'm Devin Howard, and I'll be back later today with more news.